What you saying, ladies and gents? Yes, it is your boy Bucket Hat Sam, and we are back again today for another match day review and reaction. Today we are going to be looking at the Tottenham Hotspur versus Crystal Palace game. Tottenham came out 3-0 winners, and what a corker of a game this was. This game, a lot of it is down to one man, and I'm going to get it over and done with straight away. Wilfried Zaha. What is his problem with getting it every single week? It happens all the time. He plays kind of on the edge anyway, if you know what I'm trying to say. He always gets rolled up, he gets rallied, and that's the way he plays. He likes to play on edge. Last time he played against Tottenham, obviously, him and Tanganga had their little scrap, didn't they? And I saw Tanganga in the starting lineup, I thought, okay, this is going to be interesting. But Tanganga was playing on the opposite side. But this week, him and Davinson Sanchez. Now, we'll go through the actual red card itself. I don't think it was a red card, but beside that point, it is stupid from Wilfried Zaha. He's on a yellow card and he starts shoving players. You cannot raise your hands. That is a soft yellow card, but that's a yellow card. The first one, again, it's soft, but the thing is, he'd already got a yellow card, so I don't know why he carries on. He does this all the time. This isn't the first time he's got in an altercation like this. He did against Southampton. And he's supposed to be one of the senior players in this squad. It's a very young team. He's supposed to be one of the senior players, the leaders, and he needs to lead by example. And I think it's getting to a stage where it's getting pathetic. He needs to look at himself and focus on his game rather than these individual battles that he gets in all the time, because it happens every week. So I don't know why. I don't know why he does it every single week. I don't know. There's so much you can discuss with it, but that's not the point. I want to talk about certain players like Lucas Moura. What a masterclass he had today. He was absolutely insane. He was unreal. He was class. Different gravy. He was offering so much from that right. I say that. He operated the majority of the time down the right-hand side if you look at his heat map. But then again, the second goal where he took the ball from deep, that came from the left-hand side. He got 2 assists and a goal today, and what a player he was. He literally controlled the game. Anything that was good came from him. And if we look at this game as a whole though now, it started off 4-3-3 for Palace and a 3-4-3 for Tottenham. So very, very similar systems. And what I found at the very start, Palace came out the blocks with energy. They were pressing high and they were pressing with 4 people. Edouard, Ayew, Zaha and Gallagher. That was the 4 that were pressing. And I was thinking, how are Tottenham going to get through this press? Because they were really struggling to. But the thing is, when you press with that much intensity, all they need to do is beat that press once and they're through to the defence. And that's what they did. And it was a silly mistake from James Tompkins for some reason, coming out of position really far, and I thought he looked really poor today, really off the pace. Came out of position, tries to challenge Lucas Moura, messes up, which then leaves a huge gap and hole, which then all the rest of the players have to all move over one man, leaving Harry Kane free. And that's where the goal came from. Great pass from Lucas Moura, but what a finish from Harry Kane. And the thing is, with this Palace side, you could see it in the second half especially. When they press with that much intensity, you cannot do that for a full 90 minutes. And we saw that by the end of the game, they're absolutely shattered. That is, a lot of it is down to having 10 men anyway. But before that, I thought they were playing quite well. The press was working. Tyreek Mitchell, what a player. Genuinely could play at a high level. Wow. I thought he was class today. Really, really good. I was surprised he got a sub later on, but he's the only player in that Palace side this season who has started every single game, and you can tell why. He's very, very good. And the problem is, the defensively, I think the goals that they conceded, Palace, were quite poor, really. When you look at them as a whole, especially that second goal when Lucas Moura takes the ball on the left-hand side, beats loads of men, goes past Hughes like it's absolutely nothing, passes the ball on, Emerson Royal dinks it into that back post, and Joachim Andersen, I think it's really poor. Everyone's congratulating Lucas Moura on winning the header for the desire, but you'd expect there to be desire from an attacker, and you'd expect there to be desire from the defender. He got barged over by Lucas Moura like it was absolutely nothing. I thought it was awful defending. Both goals really came from poor defending. It was mistakes. That's all you can say. Then the final goal, the third goal, really, mark your men. It's not hard. I don't understand why these defenders weren't marking their men. Yes, Son comes in from the right hand side, the left hand side comes in to kind of the central role, but even then, yes, they've got a liquid front three, Tottenham do, where they all move in and about, but you have to, the fundamental basics of defending, I don't understand it. And the thing is with Palace, they've been playing really well this season, but they're without a win in so many games now. 1 win in the last 7 games, or it might be 8 now after this game. 1 win in the last 8 games. I like the way they play. They try and play as possessional football, and obviously it's very different to the way they were under Roy Hodgson, but the problem is, it's not direct enough. There's no substance to it. You saw it when it was 11v11. They were winning the ball back in positions and then just passing it on. They need to be direct. Hit defences. We've seen with Tottenham, this defence has been quite weak. We saw them against West Ham. They made mistakes. The press was there. They'd win the ball back and it would just go backwards and keep the ball. I get what they're trying to do, but it needs to be more direct. Sometimes the passing football works, but you see it with Chelsea's a really good example. They pass the ball around, but sometimes they do play that long ball into the channel. They are direct. And that's the thing with Palace. I think they just need to find a plan B, potentially. But overall, I'd say Wilfried Zaha's at fault, mainly for the loss. I thought Gallagher, a player I really liked this season, he really struggled, but I think that was because of the 10 men. He usually operates in that kind of number 10 role in that, a lot of that space. And there wasn't that amount of space, obviously, because they had one less man. I want to talk as well about Eric Dier. Eric Dier was class today. The way he gets the ball reminds me a lot of Connor Cody. He switches it, he plays the ball out wide. He did it so many times, finding Lucas Moura on the right. Very, very good. Højbjerg and Skip were class in the midfield. Very, very good. Overall, I think everybody in that team played well. Very well. I'm just disappointed by Crystal Palace because I feel like they had an opportunity there. They started the game so well and Zaha's let them down. Zaha simply has let them down. But it's good to see Harry Kane on the score sheet. Heung-min Son on the score sheet. Very good performance. And again, I keep saying it. I said it in midweek. This Tottenham side is a force. Honestly, the way they're going at the moment, they're a machine. The atmosphere was rocking. The three at the back, they looked confident. It's another clean sheet. They look defensively solid. Højbjerg and Skip, that's that solid foundation then to cover that back three. I'm really pleased for Tottenham fans. The thing is, what I said about midweek, they're bringing on players like Bergwijn later on in the game. They're bringing on other players. And when they came on, they were fighting. It looked like they've got a squad now with competition. I like it. I really like it. And there's goals coming from everyone at the moment. Spurs in a very, very good position. And if you look at the stats, they had 17 shots to Palace's 0. And that's my point. Palace had 0 shots on target. And this is the substance I was going on about. This passing football is all well and good, but you have to shoot. It's it's basics. They messed up today on basics. They didn't shoot. Simple as that. And the defending was poor. Lots of mistakes. A lot of individual errors, which sides like when you have Son, Kane and Moura will haunt you. They will haunt you, those kind of mistakes. But overall, I was disappointed with Palace. And Palace are dropping down the table quite fast now. They're 12th in the league. It's not looking great. They're 7 points now off Watford, and Watford are 17th in the league. And Palace started off so well. Whereas Spurs right now, obviously they've played so many games less than everyone else. They are currently 5th in the league. And they've got 3 games in hand on Arsenal. And they're only 6 points behind. And the way they're going, you can see them getting that 4th place. So it's theirs to lose at the moment with the way they're playing. But overall, guys, hope you've enjoyed this match reaction analysis. Son, Kane, Moura, they're all back. They're firing on all cylinders. Tottenham are back. Conte, is he the man? I'm still a bit just worried about transfer windows, because you know what, Conte and Levy, they're like complete opposites. It's going to be interesting how that all unfolds. But guys, hope you've enjoyed this video, match reaction analysis. Smash that like button, subscribe, watch out for Tyreek Mitchell. What a player. But guys, thank you for watching. BucketHatSam over and out. Thank you, goodbye.